Hey guys, Pete here again with another exciting product for you to have a look at, again from Kids Toy Lover. This one's fairly new to their catalogue, I think. I've just received it a couple of days ago. So I just wanted to get this video out there now to introduce you to this one because this is absolutely so much fun. It's the KFPlan J-20 aircraft underneath invisible fighter model. I'm guessing that's a translational thing because I would imagine they mean stealth fighter model. It's certainly not invisible, but yeah, it's just so much fun. I've had a couple of quick flights with it this morning. Really, well, I tried to do a video 3 times, but because it's just so much fun. I was trying to video it, commentate on it, and trying to get my head around flying it, and it just didn't work out. So in the meantime, a load of people turned up in the flying field, and I wasn't comfortable doing it. So I've knocked the flight video on the head for today, unfortunately, which I'm a bit gutted about. So I'm just doing the bench video just so you can have a look at it. We'll have a quick look now, and then I'll get a flight vid done as soon as possible, because obviously you want to see this thing in action. It's just so much fun. It's a bit of a hybrid thing, really. I mean, it's a very attractive looking plane. They've done a good job here, and it's a mixture of dual motor. If you've seen my other videos on a couple of the little toy planes, you'll know about the differential motor control. 2 independent motors, left and right, can work independently to each other depending on your transmitter stick inputs. And we're also coupled with, I'm just going to put my phone up in the little makeshift holder here so that I've got a couple of hands free. Whoops. All right, something like that. Okay, hopefully you can see this. So we've got, again, the mode 2 transmitter issue that I struggle with, but we've got motor control. So the differential motor control there, that's obviously going to do your steering when one motor is operating quicker than the other. We've also got elevon control. Now, elevons are the flying control surfaces at the back. Control surfaces, I should say, not flying control surfaces. The control surfaces at the back of the wing that operate as elevators and ailerons, hence the name elevons. So that's a program, a channel mix on this one, and that coupled with the independent motor control makes for some very interesting flying, as I found out earlier. So 2 brushless motors, quite powerful motors, fairly big props on these in relation to the other little toy planes you might have seen. I'm just going to grab the phone back. Okay, but the pièce de résistance of this little beauty, vertical mode. Okay, and I have tried this morning. You've got a magic little button on the transmitter here, again a kind of almost a game console controller style transmitter. Very comfortable to hold. These bits naturally sit in the palm of your hand. Your thumbs naturally fall on the stick. Very comfortable. 4 AA batteries to go in the back. Again, not supplied, so get those separately. But this magic button is the one that puts it into vertical mode, and it actually does. I was a bit skeptical to begin with, but you'll see when I get around to doing a flight video, flying along horizontally in normal mode, just press this and it just pitches up and it'll just stay there in the hover. It's quite incredible, actually, to be fair. It's quite an amazing little thing. And then when it is in vertical mode, again, I've got to, I'm afraid I'm just going to have to show you in the book until I get the flight video done. While it is in vertical mode, you can do all kinds of things with it. Again, coupling the elevon control with the differential motor control, you can just roll it around itself, you can spin it. It's just so much fun, guys. I heartily recommend one of these. You won't regret it. It's just so different to anything I've flown. And for a little little toy RC plane, 14 plus, it says on the box, which seems to be the standard age they recommend these things for. I would say this one's a bit more advanced. Well, no, there's no question. It's definitely more advanced than the other ones I've been reviewing. But then heaps more fun as well. So in the box you've got the plane ready to go. The only thing you need to do is put the 2 tail fins in, and they click into place. Very solid fixing, easy to do. No glue required, no tape. They just lock into position, and you'll hear a definite click. So that's ready to go. The battery in this particular one was already in the hatch. I'm going to power this off, guys. There's a little on-off switch underneath. There you go. That's powered off. Just keep it safe. It's not a good idea to keep model planes powered up on the bench. It's really not. I just wanted to show you the various controls. But on the underside, the undercarriage just clips in. I fly without it, to be honest. And on that note, the safest way, if you are going to fly without the undercarriage, I would say in this case, if you've got a smooth surface, smooth ground to take off from, use it. Just put the undercarriage in and fly it with the undercarriage in, take off from the ground. I can't, because of where I was flying, and I found that if you do want a hand launch, I found the safest way was to set the throttle to about 3/4, half 3/4, hold in a little bit of up elevator, so you're holding the transmitter with your right hand, plane with your left hand, and hold it in the tail. There's not really anywhere you can grab it. The only place you can grab it is too close to the propellers. It's too dodgy. So hold it in the tail, 3/4 power, a little bit of up elevator, and and it's away. It's no problem whatsoever. But like I say, if you can take off from the ground, do. And it's quick. If you go full power, it is actually quite quick. It's light. It's heavier than the other ones I've reviewed, but it comes in at about 140 grams, so it's still well under the magic 250 gram limit, which in certain countries you're then needing to register planes and get an operator ID and what have you, depending on where you live. But this one comes in at 130 grams, so still a toy, basically, that requires no registration and what have you. It's quick. Obviously, these 2 motors, it's got a good power to weight ratio, and that could catch you out if you're not used to flying something quite so quick. There seems to be a fine line between a good amount of power to use, it being too fast, and it being a little bit too slow. As soon as you go to a certain power level, coming down the power scale, it starts to do all sorts of funny things. It starts to stall, and then the stabilization tries to take over, and it kind of floats. Well, you need to see it to save me waffling on, but it kind of floats to the ground, or it'll try and put itself into the vertical mode. So you need to keep that power on, but at the same time, not too much. So it's a bit of a learning curve with this one. But what a laugh! What a laugh! Like I say, I've tried it. I've had it in the vertical mode. I didn't get the chance to do too many aerobatic maneuvers with it because the flight was a bit short-lived for various reasons. But it really was good fun. And yeah, I'm gutted I couldn't get the flight video for you guys at the moment, but it will happen as soon as possible. And there she is. she's a good looking bird, I have to say. She's a nice looking bird, very much good fun to fly, nice and powerful with those motors. 7.4, so 2-cell LiPo battery is tucked away in there in the belly. That's this one. All the radio, the PCB, etc. will be under this hatch. That's the battery hatch. The Elevon servos there and there. And that's really all I can say at the moment, guys. Just hang in there. I will get the flight video done as soon as possible, and you'll see how much fun you can have with one of these. But in the meantime, have a look on the kidstoylover.com website and grab yourself one, because I'm not just selling that for the promotional thing. It truly is a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to getting out there and seeing what this thing can do. All right, guys, thanks. Speak soon.